Good morning. It's Wednesday, and we're reading Luke 20:27 through 40. There came to Jesus some Sadducees, those who deny that there is a resurrection. And they asked him this question: Teacher, Moses wrote for us that if a man's brother dies, having a wife but no children, the man must take the widow and raise up offspring for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers. The first took a wife and died without children. And the second and the third took her, and likewise all 7 left no children and died. Afterward the woman also died. In the resurrection, therefore, whose wife will she be? For the 7 had her as wife. Jesus said to them, The sons of this age marry and are given in marriage, but those who are considered worthy to attain to that age and to the resurrection from the dead neither marry nor are given in marriage, for they cannot die any more, because they are equal to angels and are sons of God, being sons of the resurrection. But that the dead are raised, even Moses showed in the passage about the bush, where he calls the Lord the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac and the God of Jacob. Now he is not God of the dead, but of the living, for all live to him. Then some of the scribes answered, Teacher, you've spoken well, for they no longer dared ask him any questions. So they try to trick Jesus. Now they don't believe there's a resurrection in the first place, but they're asking him these questions about the resurrection. You know, Jesus, if all 7 brothers marry this woman and nobody has any children with her, and so then whose wife is she going to be? The first guy's wife? The last guy's wife? Does she get to pick? And Jesus is like, there's no marriage in the resurrection. Everybody's like a child of God, and it's all different. You're getting it wrong. And then he says, and by the way, just to show you that there is a resurrection, Moses called God the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who had been dead for 400 years by the time of Moses. And so he says, God is not God of the dead, he's God of the living, so they must be alive. So there is a resurrection, so y'all can be quiet. And they get scared to ask him any more questions because they don't know how to handle his answers and stuff. They just can't do it. And so they decide that they're going to have to they're just going to have to live with what he tells them, and they're not very happy about it. So that's a problem. So they're trying to trap Jesus all week. The Sadducees are trying to trap him about his belief in the resurrection or not. The Pharisees are trying to trap him in other ways, and no matter what they do, they can't trap him. That's the thing. So remember that, and we'll have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll continue with these people trying to trap Jesus.